Funding is scarce, so you can't lose out because you don't have a plan. And remember, when people come and say, I need funding for 2017, the gut reaction is to say, you're 6 months or 8 months too late. So don't let that happen to you. What are you thinking now? You should be planning now. How am I going to get funding for January 2018? Okay, NRF calls start opening in March. Okay, you need to apply. And don't just rely on one grant. This is the one thing that you're going to get. Or once you get a grant, that's it. I don't have to apply again now for 3 years. No, you keep on going. Get in the habit that each year you should be writing for a grant or a bursary. Okay, try many places because not all of them will come through. All right, I want us to move on now. Our last section that we spend together, and that's publish for impact. Now, this is a slightly shorter version, so it might not have all the exact same slides that you've got there, but it's at least all in one place. You don't have to jump around quite as much as you did with the other one. All right, so I've made the point right at the beginning that part of being an part of being an academic is a bit like being a movie star. And yeah, there's some similarities, and of course it's very, very different and whatnot. But there are elements of being out there and making an impact and making a difference through your publications. And as a result, it's not just down to publishing in journals. There are other things that you can do. And that's what we're going to focus on. How can you maximize the impact from your work? Given that it's difficult, given that it requires funding and it's difficult to get funding, you don't want to lose any opportunity. So that's what we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon doing. Okay? So, we've used this analogy. You can see we've been together for so long, my stories are starting to repeat themselves. So, whoops, sorry. So you know that story. I won't go through that again. Hey? All about sharing your knowledge. Knowledge transfer is what I like to call it. And remember, knowledge transfer starts with good research. We've made that point as well. You can't get away from that. You have to have the good research. But it's published in journals. And who does that impact on? It impacts then on other academics. And that's important, vital, exceptionally important. But you can also go further, and it can be published in other ways, and it can impact on professionals. So if you're in the health sciences field, you can impact on clinicians. If you're an accountant, you can impact on other accountants, etc., etc. It can impact on policy makers, people in government, etc., etc. And it can impact on people's lives. Your knowledge can have an impact on them. Now, just to pick that one, the policy makers. Do you think that they read the academic literature? So, absolutely not. So you've got to think of ways to get stuff that they will read, you know? So how can we influence those people? Because if we stop there, then I think it's half the job. There is this other part. On the other hand, if you only try and do that part, as I've said, you're also not going to be successful. So this is your base, and you need a sound base, but you must also think, what can I do to influence people over there? So don't overlook that. So academic impact, and I like to call it social impact. You're having an impact on the world, on society.